Hi student, I hope that you are doing well. This is my video lecture 7. In this video lecture I am going to talk about integer floating point types. So integer types, floating point types. So both are variable declaration. So in my previous lecture I explained about types of data types, primitive and non-primitive. So this integer floating point comes under primitive data types. So here especially we are going to see integer types of floating point types. Content of this lecture: first one, integer types, floating point types, example, and with the references we will see. Integer types. Java defines 4 integer types: byte, short, int, and long. So in my previous lecture, when you were discussing regarding primitive and non-primitive data types, I explained primitive data types totally 8 kinds or 8 types. So boolean, char, so different types are there. Like that 8 different types are there. So here integer data types, among the 8, 4 comes under integer data types, integer types. What are they? First one is byte, short, so byte, short, int, and long. These are the 4 different types. These 4 different types under integer data types. So all these are signed positive and negative values. So we can use these data types for what? Positive values as well as negative values. Means what? The sign may be positive or negative. -3, -4, +5, +3. So we can use both the signs. Java does not support unsigned types. Java does not support unsigned types. Byte is 8-bit width, short is 16-bit width, int is 32-bit width, and long is 64-bit width. So here explaining about size of these integer types. Explain about size of this integer type. First one, byte. Size of byte is 8 bits. 8 bit. So short is 16-bit. Okay. Integer is 32-bit width and long is 64-bit width. These are the 4 different types: byte, short, integer, and long, and size of these integer types. So now we will see about byte. Byte type. The smallest type is byte. Okay, the smallest byte is very smallest type is byte. Range from -128 to +128. So this is very important, students, because in objective type questions this type of questions will come. Objective type question. Please mention the size of the byte. So size of the byte, okay, 8-bit, and range of the byte 128 to minus, please remember, -128 to, okay, +128. This is the range of the byte. Byte variables are declared by use of keyword byte. So how can you declare any variable? How can you declare? So we have to follow the syntax, that is byte then variable name. Byte x comma byte y. These are the variables. What kind of variables these are? Byte data variables. This is about byte. Then short type. Short is a signed 16-bit type. The previous one is 8-bit. Now short is 16-bit. That means double of byte. This range is from -32,768 to +32,767. This is the range of a short. It is probably the least used data type in Java. So least used means so many are not using so that much. more times. Okay, not using number of times. Rarely. Okay, least preference will given to the short type. Keyword used is short. Example, short x, short y, short a, short b. So like that you would declare the short variables. You will declare the short variables. Next one is the integer int type. Next one is the int type. The most commonly used integer data type is in int. So most of the time we are using integer data type. Byte, short, long, int. These are the 4 kinds of data types under integer. But int A, int B, int C. So int, this data type we will use most commonly. Most commonly we are using in the programming languages. So here keyword is int. So how you declare the variable? Simple. Int x, int y, int z, int a, int b. So like that we declare the integer variables. Here range of integer. So 2147, 483, 6482, 147, 483, 647. What is this? This is the range of int data type. This is the range of int data type. So last one in integer data type, long. Long is a signed 64-bit type. Long is a signed 64-bit type. Useful where an int type is not large enough to hold the desired value. So especially the size of long is 64-bit. When you will use this long, that means long A, long B, long C, these are the long variable declaration. When you will use this one, when we think that int size is not sufficient to store your value, in that scenario, in that case, we will use the long type. So the size of the long type is 64-bit. The range of large is quite large. So it's quite large, very big. This makes it useful when large whole numbers are needed. When you want to store the large and whole numbers want to store whole number, large number you want to store, then you will declare that value in long data type. Keyword use is long seconds, long A, long B, long data, like that. We'll use the keywords. So till now we discussed regarding integer types. So integer types are 4 types. First one is byte, second one is short, and third one is int, fourth one is long. So size of the short or size of the byte 8 bits, size of the short 16 bits, size of the int 32 bits, size of the long 64 bits. So each and every one double the previous one. So we are using this integer values for what? Well, we are using these integer values to store the whole numbers. Students, try to understand here, this all what we have discussed till now, okay, this will store whole numbers. That means it will not allow to store fractional values. What are the fractional values? Fractional values are 1.2, 2.3, 4.5, 5.6, like that. So these are the fraction numbers. The fraction numbers will not store in integer types. So the integer types help us to store whole numbers, integer values. So now we are going to see floating point data types. Till now we discussed regarding integer types. Now we are going to discuss about floating points. What actually floating points? Floating points are nothing but the fractional values. Fractional values 1.34 and 1.61 and 2.4 and 10.634. So these are the fraction values. When you want to store this type of values, we can't store in integer types. Those are byte, short, int, long. You are unable to store these values there. What kind of values? Fractional values. So if you want to store the fractional values, 10.3, 100.4, 200.6.3, like that, if you want to store these type of values, where we will store in floating point types. Floating point types. And floating point types are two kinds. How many kinds? Two kinds. Or we classified floating points into two types. First one is float, second one is double. So float is a floating point data type. It stores the values, fraction values, but size of the float is 4 bytes only. 4 bytes only. What is the size of the float? 4 bytes. Size of the double uses 8 bytes. Float uses 4 bytes and double uses 8 bytes. In almost all cases, you should use the double type whenever you need numbers with fraction values. The precision of the floating point value indicates how many significant digits the value can have following its decimal point. The precision of a floating type is only about 6 or 7 decimal digits, which isn't sufficient for most types of calculations. So what here actually says, the content talks about double and float. Float size is 4 bytes and double size is 8 bytes. Float helps us to store decimal value up to 6 or 7 digits, and double helps us to store more values than the float values. We will see. For example, your salary out there in companies. What is actually the data that is given on this slide talks about the salaries or salaries of employees working in different organizations. The salaries will decide or declare in a floating point way because the fraction values will come. So the floating declaration, it will access to store decimal after point decimal value 6 to 7. It means 10.62, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. If you want to store more values, nearly 15 digits after decimal value, then you will declare that value in a double. You will see the example, then you come to know clear. Double period. Double is a floating point data type. The size of double is 8 bytes. So 99.0. So we want to show the output like this. So we have to declare that value either float or double. So for example, float value 1 equal 199.33. Double value 2 equal 20495.995D. Just observe the difference between the floating value and double value too. Floating value will store the minimum values and double will store the more values. So when you are using, it may be float or double, we are using for what? To store the fractional values. For the fractional value, after point some values are there, we want to store that values also, fractional values also, minute values also. Okay, we have to store or we have to take double data type. Floating point numbers are also known as real numbers. are used when fractional components are required. Float and double are two kinds of floating point types. Keyword used are float and double. So I already said floating point types. One is float, second one is double. Those are two kinds of floating point types. And we are using keywords. Float, if you want to declare the float variable name. For example, float A, float B. Okay, these are the float variables. And if you want to use double A, double B, these are the double variables. So float type. Float specifies a single precision value that uses 32 bits of storage. I'll add 4 bytes. 4 bytes equal to 32 bits. Float type is useful when you require fractional component but does not require a large degree of precision. Float area. So when you required to store the fractional values, you will mention or you will use the float type for storing of the precision values, large degree of precision. For example, float area, float B, float C, float D, float area, float circle, like that will declare the variables. Let's look at here. Sufficient for holding 6 to 7 decimal digits. So 6 to 7 decimal digits you want to store, so we will use the float. Size 4 bytes. Class Java example. Public static void main string aux. Float num equal to 19.98f. System.out.println num 9.8. So what is the purpose of this program here? Just you want to show the float value. What is the float value? 19.98f is the float value. You want to show that value in our new output. Then simple float num equal 19.98f. System.out.println num. Then you will get the output 19.98. So the capacity of float here 6 to 7 decimal digits. I can say size 4 bytes. So what is the help of, what is the advantage of the float? Usage of the float, which will show the fractional values. Then double. So it is a double. Why? It is double of float. Double of float. It contains 64 bits of storage. When you need to maintain accuracy or many iterative calculations or manipulating large valued numbers, double is the best choice. So double, same area, declaring the area double data type. So look, we are seeing the example. Double sufficient for holding 15 decimal digits, size 8 bytes. So float is 4 bytes, it is able to store 6 to 8 digits, but double is long, it means is 8 bytes, it will store the decimal up to 15. Example, that's our example, public static void main string aux, the double num equal to more 9 to, just look at here, many numbers are there. Simple, what is the output? 4.29377737. So after decimal point, how many numbers are stored here? It is possible through double only. So double will store more decimal, more values, that means nearly 15 values after decimal and 15 digits, and float will store up to 6 to 7 digits. This is the difference between the float and double. So what we have seen till now, so we have seen in this video lecture about integer types and floating point types. Integer types, four types. Integers are 4 types. First one is byte, short, int, long. These are the 4 different types of integers, and these all are we are using for storing the integer values or storing the whole numbers. Whole numbers means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. So here fraction value will not be there. Then after that we are discussing about floating point types. Floating point types, 2 types. Floating points are classified into 2 types. One is float, second one is double. Float size is 4 bytes and double size is 8 bytes. So float will store up to 6 to 7 digits, but double will store up to 15 digits. If you want to get the accurate fraction value, then you will declare that type in double. So I hope that you understand everything clearly. Here we discuss integer types, floating types with examples. Then finally, I want to give you some references. YouTube reference, if you click this one, you will get the YouTube video lectures. And finally, these are the textbooks for reference. Thank you so much for watching.